Hey everyone, Tim here again from timscomputerfix.net. Hey, I want to share with everybody here on this video a very unique item that came through my shop for repair. I mean, I do computer repairs and tablets and phones, but I've never had an item like this come through my shop. Very unique. It's a very rare item. So basically, somebody called me up and said that they have a pair of shoes that they want me to repair, and I thought it was a joke. I was like, yeah, and then he mentioned, and I was like, what kind of shoes? And he was like, oh, the Back to the Future shoes. I'm like, yeah, okay, this is really a joke. But it was no joke. The guy showed up and he had a pair of these very unique, original Marty McFly Back to the Future shoes that were made by Nike in 2011. Now, I've never heard of any Back to the Future shoes that were made. I am fairly fond of the movie Back to the Future with Michael J. Fox, but I guess any of you movie buffs who love Back to the Future you would know exactly what I'm talking about these shoes that were made that Michael J. Fox auctioned off in 2011 for his Parkinson's Disease Foundation. It's actually the Michael J. Fox Foundation. And these shoes, when they were made in 2011, were auctioned off on eBay. Now, there were only 1,500 pairs made, and 1,500 were auctioned off on eBay on September 8th, 2011. They started off at $10,000, and they actually reached a price of $90,000. Now today you can find some replicas on eBay that go for $200 or $300, and those aren't the original Nikes. They don't have the Nike emblem on them. The ones that I have here in my shop are an original. They have the Nike symbols on them, and from what the owner told me that he paid quite a bit of money for these shoes, so he wouldn't share with me exactly how much, but I started to realize exactly, wow, these are some pretty rare shoes that I have. They are the originals from what I'm being told, and I don't see any reason, or anything on these shoes that would say they're not anything but originals. They are a size 10, which makes them even more rare, I believe. So, I mean, these original Nike shoes are on sale on eBay for, I've seen them upwards of $9,000. So some of the original shoes, some of the original Back to the Future shoes are still going for a high price on eBay. So why would these shoes be coming into my shop for repair, you might ask? Well, these shoes light up, and the left shoe in this particular case does not light up. These shoes have a mini USB port that are on the back of the shoe that you can plug an adapter into, and that charges small batteries that are embedded, rechargeable batteries that are embedded in the shoe. There's a simple button on the back of these and a simple little PCB board that a wire had come loose on, and this repair is actually quite relatively simple and straightforward, but I just figured I would share with you guys. So in this video, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how we repaired a pair of Nike Mag Back to the Future Marty McFly shoes. Okay, so here we have our anti-gravity shoes here in the shop. And I want to correct myself. I said the left shoe was not lighting up. Actually, it's the right shoe that's not lighting up. This is the left shoe shown here, and you can see where that button and that PCB board, that charging port, is located behind that flap in the back. So this shoe here is all hooked up correctly, and just have to hit that button there, and the shoe lights up nicely. This is the left shoe that lights up just fine, as you can see. So if we take that and we pull over the left shoe, you'll be able to see the broken wire on the PCB board here. I'll get that pulled over. And you can see here the white wire has come loose off that little PCB board. Pretty easy fix for such a rare item. So our utmost priority here is to protect the shoe, obviously. We're going to be doing soldering work, and it's relatively simple, straightforward soldering work, but we do not want to damage the shoe. We don't want to take any chances there. But so that's how we've kind of protected ourselves a little bit. We have covered the shoe with plastic, put it in a big plastic bag. So now we just kind of want to strip the insulation off of that white wire so we have something a little bit longer here to work with. So that's what we're going to do here. Just carefully strip that wire down. Now, the worst thing we could do is let these wires slip back into the shoe or slip into the shoe. That would really pose a big problem. But we'll just take our trusty old soldering iron and just grab what we had laying around here. We're going to pretty much tin the tip of this exposed wire here. We're going to tin that tip first, like so. And then we'll take us a pair of pliers here and to hold our charging port steady and kind of line up this wire a little bit here on the trace. Just kind of heat that up with the soldering iron and solder this wire into place. And then after that, just for good measure, we'll go ahead and add some fresh solder on top of that. Take our spool of solder and just add us a dab of solder on top of here, and that'll be a job done on that. Now, what we don't want to happen now is for this PCB to flop around and break loose, have the wires break off. So we're going to give it some support by using hot glue. But first, we're going to take some more precautions here and use some tape to put around the area. So we know this hot glue will not drip or leak down anywhere where on the fabric of the shoe. So another extra precautionary measure, kind of going off camera here a little bit. But you can see here how we've hot glued one side of the PCB between the wire and the PCB to give it support. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side for extra protection. We'll just flip it over. And you can see here where we need to add some more hot glue to be sure we don't have any more issues with, or have any issues with this wire bending back and forth and breaking off. Simply add a little hot glue. We'll use our toothpick to kind of move it around, spread it out a little bit before it dries. Add a little more on this side. Yep. And I believe that'll do us. Spread a little more. And I think that's going to be sufficient. So we've now soldered our wires onto the PCB correctly, and we've secured it. Now before we did that hot glue, we did test to be sure that the shoe did indeed light up and charge, and it did. But you can see here how we've added extra support. It's a good idea. Now we can take it out of the bag, and here we have it. We have now repaired the Marty McFly Back to the Future anti-gravity shoes. Working great. So we got both pair working good. Customer is going to be really happy. We've took all precautions necessary to protect the shoe. Looking good. Just put these back sleeves here back on. These support straps to cover that button and that charging port, and we're good to go. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to share. This is quite a unique item I had come in my shop. Please rate and subscribe to my feed. I would really appreciate that. You can find me over at timscomputerfix.net. And if you're ever in the Savannah, Georgia area and in need of a computer repair service, please look me up. I'll be glad to help you out. So until next time, everyone, see you soon.